right, here's a big question. Everyone wants to know my thoughts on this. Everyone on planet Earth. A lot of people asking about this. Thoughts on Pedro Pascal in final talks for Reed Richards? Short answer, this feels like everyone else said no, and he's the guy that might say yes. We all love Pedro Pascal, but he just feels like the guy that is in every franchise that'll just say yes. And so he's in Game of Thrones, he's in Star Wars, he's in DC, he's in Last of Us, and now seeming likely that he's going to be our Reed Richards. He was nobody's fan cast because it's not an obvious casting. He's in his late 40s now. Now, Reed Richards is famous for the gray, so he's not a character that is known for being spry and athletic. He's not the guy that needs to look. He doesn't need to pull the Chris Hemsworth. And him being older can serve the franchise, I think, in some ways. So some people have voiced that as an issue. I don't necessarily see that. I kind of like him. I think he's versatile. You can see very different engine. Like you watch Last of Us, and then you watch, what is it, Oberon, whatever his name was in Game of Thrones. Wildly different characters. You see him in Wonder Woman 84. Many problems with that. He's not the problem with that film. You see him in Nicolas Cage, the movie last year. He's standing up beat for beat with Wild Man Nicolas Cage. They're so fun. If you haven't seen that movie, go check out Nicolas Cage, the movie with Pedro Pascal last year. It's a ton of fun. I don't immediately see him as Reed Richards, but I'm sure he can do a good job. But it just feels like a safe casting. It just feels like it doesn't feel inspired. It feels like, who's the guy that can do a lot of things that everybody likes that'll probably say yes? Boom, Pedro Pascal. That's what this feels like. And especially when we've had, by this point in time, years of fan casts and even years of rumors. Years of rumors. And you get to the end of it, and it's the guy that just feels like, yeah, the guy that says yes to everything. I don't know. It's just tough to get excited about it. But we'll say this. And there were so many other names in it. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Oh, I like that. I like that one. This is the one where I'm the most like, oh, that just feels really safe and obvious. Not obvious. Obvious isn't the right word. It's in the broad sense obvious. Like any voice character that's male being played by Chris Pratt now feels obvious, even though none of them are obvious. Oh, he's Garfield. What? He's Mario. What? None of those are obvious, but because they cast Chris Pratt as all the voice actors, it's obvious for that reason. That's what Pedro Pascal has turned into. He's not the obvious choice for any of these parts, but somehow he's still the obvious choice because they just cast him in all the franchises. Love the guy. I'm rooting for him. Here's what I was trying to say. Here's the positive note I'll end on. Marvel has a fantastic history with casting. Very few examples of poor choices in casting. So, if they see something there, they've read the script, I trust them because their picks on casting from the very beginning have been really good. So, there you have it.